it. Here at KidTime StoryTime, we understand that there could be two perfectly valid yet completely opposing reactions to the unknown.
I'm excited.
I'm nervous. And I'm both as we stare at the door that had never been opened before.
Wow.
Oh, such a mystery, right? I mean, why even make a door if you didn't want anybody to open it in the first place?
Maybe there's a monster back there. Or hidden treasure.
Or both.
What?
That is the nature of the unknown. But you know what I do know?
You're gonna open the book.
Be careful, storyteller. I will, and I would never let anything happen to us. On purpose.
What?
Let's go into the unknown. And immediately we are met with an assortment of extremely interesting keys. I mean, we have a horse key and a parrot key and a shell key and swan keys. Eyeball keys. But do any of them open up the door that had never been opened before? The Grunion's house had many walls. Between those walls were many doors. And the Grunion's house had many floors. Above those floors were many doors. And a lot of teacups also. The Grunion's house had many doors, but there was one door that had never been opened before. Dun, dun, dun. Did something happen? Not really, but the words were in all caps and so bold that it felt urgent.
False alarm?
Yeah.
I figured it's only page 2.
But already, I see clues in the pages. I mean, if you just go back here, look at how many doors. There were 3 there, and there's a cat, and the cat is named Hiccup because it's right there. And also, we're going to see the cat on every page, so we'll have to keep an eye on that cat. Also, notice this kid right here grabbing a key. Notice this kid coming out of a trapdoor in the floor, holding a bunch more keys. And this one holding a mysteriously astonishing tall number of teacups. Could it mean something? And here, we're going to have the 3 kids at the heart of our story. These 2 are a bit nervous about what's about to happen, and this one looks absolutely determined. She's holding on to those keys real tight, and the cat. And there's a long hallway, many more doors, much to be discovered. The door that had never been opened before was built by great-grandma Grunion, Gigi Grunion, 150 years ago. Wow, that's a long time ago. The door that had never been opened before was built, closed, shut, locked, tight, and never opened for a reason. Do we know the reason? A reason that nobody knew. And the 3 kids are looking up at great-grandma's portrait as if saying, but why? But portrait grandma's not talking because this is not a Harry Potter movie. Also, she had a cat, just like their cat. Could it be the same cat?
That's a great-grandma cat.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense than a 150-year-old cat.
And the portrait cat isn't talking either.
The mystery deepens. Every afternoon, after tea, Sheila studied the splinters, the notches, the nails and latches and keyhole and varnish and everything else that made the door itself. Sheila tried every key she ever found, but the door did not open.
I'm Team Sheila.
Sheila's cousin, Gerald, held a secret you say. A secret he stuck to the sole of his shoe. Gerald knew nothing more about the door, nothing, except one thing. And that thing was that the door must never be opened. I do believe I am on Team Gerald, just to be cautious. Of course, just to be cautious. Gerald closed every door he found. Gerald closed every door and went nowhere and met no one and did nothing, except the most important thing, which was Gerald protected the door that had never been opened before from being opened by his twin sister, Geraldine. Geraldine, you say? Geraldine opened every door door she ever found. Geraldine opened every door and went everywhere and met everyone and did everything. And by everything, we mean she twirled and she drummed and she hopped and she tumbled and she played with a fleet of indoor rabbits and she did everything except one thing. Geraldine never opened the door that had never been opened before. Not yet. I sense we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Look at her, looking like a fierce ninja Little Red Riding Hood with a giant stick and a face that definitely says, I am going to find out more. Geraldine snuck down the hall and dropped her hood and banged on the door with that stick made of wood. And then Geraldine shook as she stomped and wriggled around. Geraldine screamed at the door and fell to the ground. The door would not open. It stayed shut even more. The door that had never been opened before. Geraldine would not stop. Can't stop, won't stop. She grew stronger instead. Geraldine grabbed Great-Grandma's hammer from above Grandma's bed. Why did she keep a hammer over her bed? Great-Grandma. She's an intriguing figure, isn't she? Geraldine ran for the door, ready to strike with a face that says, I am here to conquer. Gerald hid in the lamp, ready to fight. I feel like it's all about to go down now. Before Geraldine struck, Sheila flew down from the sky, and Sheila attacked Geraldine, and Gerald watched the hammer fly. Whoa, and the hammer's flying. Great-Grandma's hammer flew sideways and smashed into the door. The door that had never been opened before. And this is so alarming that even Portrait Great-Grandma is reacting to this turn of events. Before I turn the page, and you can see I'm very close, this might be the end of the mystery on the other side. You don't know. Deep breath. Let's see. The Grunions fell silent and stared at the new crack in the door. And Great-Grandma Grunion is back to her usual portrait mode. And from that crack, a flower grew. What? And, whoa, grew! Whoa! Yoo-hoo! And slithered and grew some more until the vines became the entire floor and the plant the entire house. And this kid's holding on for dear life. And Geraldine, well, she's just swinging like a crazy person. And well, she's Sheila holding on to the cat. And now Geraldine is surfing and he's screaming. And those two twins could not be more different, right? And there's obviously a lot of chaos. Nothing is the same in the house anymore. All the doors are being forced open by this giant plant. And the plant grew through every door that Geraldine keeps opening. Past every door, Gerald closed until there was no place for the Grunions to go. No place except one place, which must mean up the stairs. The place where Gerald shared his secret. The secret he taped to the sole of his shoe.
He had the key all along.
I think we're going to have to use the key to open the door.
The door that has never been opened before.
Yeah, that one, because we have to get away. There's no room left in the house because of the plant. Oh, wow. Yeah, I need to actually fan myself for a minute and catch my breath because this is good. Woo, my heart.
Wait, aren't you going to open it?
Oh, you can take a small gap first. I'm just enjoying those last delicious moments of anticipation. You know what I mean, kid? Right before you know the answer, when anything and everything is still possible. Before I open the door. Okay, take your time.
Now?
Yes, now. Here we go. And Sheila turned the key. Geraldine flung open the door. Together, the Grunions did what had never been done before. The door that had now been opened led to a place with many more doors. The Grunions discovered a world that kept growing. The land of never before. And it's a world of...
More doors?
Not just more doors, a world of possibilities, Doug the dinosaur. Their world grew and grew beyond the house into a world of
doors to unlock.
Oh, so we could see new rooms,
New places?
new adventures. That's exactly right. And look at all the possibilities. Oh, there's a door with swans. I like that one.
There's one with a horse. I like that one.
And that one has a giant hand, and that one has a horseshoe.
Oh, so many possibilities.
A world of possibilities they never would have known existed if they hadn't opened the door that had never been opened before.
If you go with me to a door, I will let you choose which one.
Okay, I want to try the swan one.
You got it.
Excellent choice. I want the door with the eye. You got it, Dill. And you know what the secret of this story is, kid? All those doors represent future possibilities. And another secret, you already hold the master key.